Hello everyone, this is Sam. In today's video I am going to be talking about one item that is probably going to be the most game-breaking item we have ever gotten so far. So, before I go into further detail, I am just going to start by saying that it is something that our internet has probably not thought of, so I am not sure whether it is qualified as an exploit or clever use of mechanics, but you're going to see all of that after the intro. So, my previous video was about the Wintersday Black Lion chest, and it already had quite a lot of stuff that I wasn't too sure about the quality of inside of it. And I also mentioned one specific item. That specific item that was added was the Endless Upgrade Extractor. Now, the Endless Upgrade Extractor is very special. You know, I told you it's one of the items that I wanted for a while because it's actually extremely convenient. And ArenaNet also added to the Black Lion chest in the rotation the Upgrade Extractor. So they are on the common drop table, if I'm not mistaken. And these work exactly like the 250 gem item from the gem store. What is very important to know is that this differs from the one you can get from the fractal vendor, who is actually here. It's an item that removes all the upgrades, so it removes the infusion, it also removes the rune, the sigils, it removes everything. It separates completely your gear from whatever enhances it. So that's the first point. The second point is that, as stated, it does not destroy either the upgrade or the item. So this is not like salvaging where you're gonna have a % chance to get your upgrade back. This actually completely saves everything. So I'm gonna demonstrate with an item here, and you're gonna understand very quickly why I mean that this is truly the most game-breaking item that was ever released in the game. Here, I have my Super Sigil of Perception, I can sell it, it's fine. I have the weapon, obviously it's account bound, because I removed the sigil from it, like you can't sell an item that doesn't have a sigil, that makes sense. However, there are many other things that you can do with it. For example, you can forge it. What that means basically is that if you have enough gold to go for the Endless Upgrade Extractor and you buy the right weapons from the trading post, where you would actually make profit from selling the sigil back, you are looking at unlimited free rolls with exotics at the Mystic Forge for precursors. This is truly game breaking. With this item being at 250 gems, nobody in their right minds would have done this, because it's much more expensive to go for that than just outright buying exotics and hoping that you're going to get the precursor. This way of getting free rolls mean that just with, let's say, 7 or 8 good precursors, sword, great sword, staff, you're paying back the cost of the Endless Upgrade Extractor, because on the trading post it is not that expensive right now. It's 4k gold, 3.2k buy, it's really not that high, like people can afford that, and you can definitely make that gold back. This is completely crazy, and I know that to a lot of people this is gonna sound like, yeah, who the fuck would have the money to put into that, but think about it. If you have, let's say, 10k gold, you're putting 3.2k into this, you're spending an entire night just salvaging and selling and forging, you're making that gold back. And then you have a free way to roll precursors for the rest of your life. Of course, this is going to have huge, extremely huge market implications. Sigils and exotic price are going to be weird, at least to the people owning this item. We got showered in exotics, be it from the raids, be it from the new map farms, be it from Path of Fire in general, the new unidentified gear stuff, the rare one. All of that was literally throwing exotics at us. And now we have a way to deal with that, because we're gonna account bind a lot of exotics and get the sigils out. And the impact that it's gonna have on the sigil market is that the price is gonna drop down to the point where the exotics and the sigils they have are going to be pretty evenly matched, or the sigil price is going to drop even lower, which is not exactly something that we want, but it's something that makes sense, because ArenaNet does not want to work yet on sigil swapping in legendary weapons. Like, this is something they said was on the table for over 2 years. We definitely aren't getting that right now. So this Endless Upgrade Extractor was probably an answer to it. And I really think that it is just breaking the game right now. Like to give you an example, I'm just gonna do a series of it. I'm gonna use the free ones that I have from here. Obviously, it's better to use this one as it doesn't close the window upon a usage. Like there, I'm gonna remove this. I need to open one again. I'm gonna remove this, and the others I have already removed. I can also remove this one. And then, as you can see, you can just forge them together like this. And there you go, I got a shield back. Obviously it was a random roll, so it could have been anything, but yeah, there you have it. I'm gonna be putting a clip of me doing this with swords and getting a precursor back from it with just a few tries randomly before a PvP game, just to show you how crazy this is and how incredible it is for people who have the means to afford the item and kickstart their forging. Now, this video that I am making, I'm probably gonna keep it on private for a long while, because I am not sure I want the public to know about this yet, because the uproar it would create and the market implications it have are way too important for me to just casually throw it out there. So I'm gonna be waiting for internet to fix something around this before going any further in my agenda, but really, this is a game breaker, an economy breaker, and I think that it shouldn't stay in its current state. But then again, all the people that put thousands upon thousands of gold to buy this item are probably going to be extremely pissed. So we will see where this goes. You guys are watching the second part of the video with me doing the forging, and well, after it's over, I wish every single one of you some happy trading, and don't abuse the trick, eh?